Hey y'all, today we are in this kitchen making string beans and potatoes, and we got some neck bones in there. I'm making a roast and some cornbread. I don't get to eat neck bones often, but when I do, it reminds me so much of growing up in my grandmother's house. So we're gonna get into this video. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll catch you in a second. Bye. All right, y'all, so I am going to start by boiling my neck bones. These are not smoked, they're just regular neck bones. I am going to fill this pot almost all the way up, and I'm going to let these boil for about 2.5 to 3 hours. Once this boils down and reduces by half, you are going to have a really flavorful broth. So I'm just going to let this do its thing, and then we will start to work on our green beans. So we got our green beans. I'm gonna snap them, rinse them and snap them, and I've already got the neck bones going, so we're gonna just add them in. They've been cooking for a couple of hours now, so it's time to add these in. All right, so I'm just gonna pick out the ones that are kind of spotted and brown, and then I'm gonna run some warm water over my green beans, and I do snap off the end pieces and then break them in half. This reminds me so much of my childhood. Again, I was raised by my grandmother, and we had about an acre property, and I mean, she grew everything, and green beans, black eyed peas was one of them. So I just remember in the summertime snapping peas on side of the house where it was cool at, and it was a tradition that we did every summer. All right, so I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching. I took a little break, but I am back on my stuff. I am recording regularly. I've got some good content coming up for y'all. If you are new or returning, I appreciate you. Please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Drop a comment down below and tell me something you'd like to see me cook in the future. So my green beans are all done. I'm going to add these to the pot. I'm going to let them cook on medium high heat for about 30 minutes. I'm going to chop up my potatoes and onions. I also added in 1 bouillon cube. The pork neck bones is kind of salty already, so I don't add any salt. You can taste once everything is done, and if you'd like to add some to your preference, you can. But yeah, that meat is looking good and tender. All right, so I'll let those string beans cook for about 30 minutes. I'm going to cut up 2 large potatoes in kind of big chunks because I don't want them to get too soggy. I'm also going to cut up about 1/4 of a yellow onion, and then after 30 minutes, I'll add these into the pot as well. Next, I'm going to work on my seasoning for my pot roast. It's about 1 tablespoon of paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, and then about 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. And then I salt my roast by itself just so I can kind of control how much salt I use. I'm going to mix this around, and then I'll salt my roast first, and then I'll generously sprinkle this on all sides of the roast. I'll salt on all sides, and I'll add this seasoning on all sides, and then I'm going to kind of press it into the roast. Y'all, it is the middle of summer and I'm over here cooking string beans and neck bones and a pot roast. This is definitely a winter fall comfort meal, but I have been craving this for a while. And to be honest, it's been like unseasonably cool here in California, so I had to take advantage. All right, so I'm gonna add some garlic powder, onion powder, and black pepper. You can add salt if you'd like. I'm gonna add in the potatoes and onions, and I will taste the broth to see if I need to make any adjustments, but it tasted fine to me, so I'm just gonna add in my potatoes and onions, and then I'm gonna let this simmer on medium high for another 30 minutes. So for this step, you can use a cast iron if you have a smaller roast. I'm using a Dutch oven. I'm adding about a fourth cup of oil to my Dutch oven. It's on medium high, but I'm going to turn it up to high, and I'm going to sear this on both sides. And then I will remove it once I've seared it. And then I'll add in my onions. I'll add in about a fourth cup of flour. I'll let that kind of mix around, and then I'm going to add in some beef broth, and then I'll add in about 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. And this will thicken up, and this will be our sauce gravy for our roast that gives it that great flavor. It is so good. I have my oven preheated to 350. I'm going to put my roast back in, and then I'm going to bake this for about, I'd say about 4 hours, 3.5 hours. I did flip it halfway through, and I added about 4 cups of broth to this gravy mixture. All right, so this is about an hour in. Again, make sure you flip it halfway through just so one side doesn't dry out. I check it maybe every hour, and y'all, this roast was so tender. Look at me. I got a spoon, and it's just, yeah, you see that. All right, and this is our string beans and potatoes and neck bones all done. Y'all, yeah, this was good. I always say that, but I love a good comfort meal. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will catch you in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you later. Bye.